welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm making 3 plant-based milk at home, and you can't even compare them to the ones you buy at the grocery store. The flavor is so powerful and real, it's amazing, and also super simple to make. So let's get started. To make almond milk, I suggest soaking the almonds in lots of water overnight or at least for 6 hours. By doing so, it will be easier to blend them and extract as much milk as possible and also get more nutrients out of them. You can notice how the almonds are enlarged and full of water. I drain them and I rinse them well under fresh water. Then blend them with 4 cups of water at high speed. It's optional, but I decided to sweeten this almond milk with some maple syrup, and also I added about a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and a pinch of salt. The blending process takes about a minute, but it obviously depends on the blender you use. And now it's time for a taste test to make sure that it's sweet enough. I use this measuring cup. Let's see. I would like it a little bit extra sweet, so I'm gonna add another tablespoon. I give it one last blend and the mixture is ready. So at this point we have to filter out the milk, and I have 3 options for you. The best one is to use a nut milk bag. I don't have it, so I didn't use that. Then you can use a cheesecloth or simply a clean cloth. And honestly, I think with these, I had a way better result. The reason why I didn't love how the cheesecloth worked is that all the residue got stuck all between the fabric, and it was really hard to get the almond pieces off. So yeah, this is your best bet if you don't have a nut milk bag. I double fold the cloth on the strainer on top of the bowl, and I pour in the mixture and I squeeze out the milk. Alright, and here's the almond milk. So silky. And now it's way easier to scroll off all the precious residue. So the residue you get from making homemade plant-based milk is called okara, and you can make a lot of things with it. Like you can add it to smoothies for an extra boost of fiber, or you can bake with it, muffins, cookies, whatever you like, or you can even turn it into like a flour by drying it out in the oven. And don't miss the next video because I'll show you what to make with it. You can store this homemade almond milk for up to 5 days in the fridge. Since we're not adding any stabilizer or emulsifier like carrageenan, for example, the milk is gonna separate after a while, so no problem, it's still really good. Just shake it up a bit and it will be perfect. Oh yeah, this is another level of almond milk. Try it out and let me know what you think. And now let's make oat milk. It takes just a few minutes and no soaking necessary. Blend the rolled oats in cold water with a teaspoon of vanilla extract if you like, maple syrup or honey, and a pinch of salt. Blend for up to 30 seconds, no more than that. To make oat milk that isn't slimy, we need to avoid that the oats release too much starch. So don't overblend, because the more you blend, the more the starches from the oats will get released. And also, once you're filtering it out with the cloth, don't squeeze the cloth for too long to avoid that the starchy residues get in the milk. You can use the residue in smoothies or cake batters, whatever you prefer. Store it in the fridge for about 4 days. Lastly, I'm making coconut milk. I'm using a date to slightly sweeten this coconut milk, but that's completely optional. You can use another sweetener. I start by blending the date and the water together because my blender is not very powerful and it takes a little bit longer to blend the dates. Then I add the shredded dried coconut. Even better if you can find the one that has reduced fat, so it's less oily. I blend it up for up to 25 seconds, no more than that, otherwise the coconut will release too much of their natural oils on the milk. Strain it with a super fine strainer or using a cloth like I did previously. I don't squeeze the coconut pieces at all to avoid their oils to get in the milk. I simply let the milk drain and give it a gentle stir. Like I mentioned earlier, in the next video I'll show you how I use the residue. You can store the coconut milk in the fridge for a couple of hours. Afterwards, you'll notice that the milk separates and it will form a thick layer on top. And if you want the milk to have less fat, I suggest to skim the top layer off. I even filter it out one more time and the coconut milk is done. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, I would appreciate it if you can leave a big thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. See you next time. Bye guys.